I caught my neighbor stealing my packages, so I started sending her empty boxes with notes inside. Yesterday, she finally opened one while I was watching. For 6 months, my Ring doorbell captured the same scene. My neighbor Diane casually walking up to my porch, checking over her shoulder, then walking away with my packages. Not every package per, just the ones from recognizable retailers like Sephora, Nordstrom, or Apple. I'd moved to this safe suburban neighborhood after my divorce, looking for a fresh start. Instead, I got a kleptomaniac neighbor with expensive taste. I filed 3 police reports. Each time, officers visited Diane's immaculate colonial home across the street, and each time she denied everything. Without footage of her actually opening the packages, here is not much we can do, the officer explained. My doorbell camera only showed her taking them, not opening them, apparently a crucial legal distinction. So I decided on a different approach. I started ordering empty boxes from those same retailers, implied each one. I placed a handwritten note. I see you, Diane, from 427 Maple Street. This is package number 1 that you've stolen from me. The next would say package number 2, and so on. For weeks, nothing changed. She kept taking them and I kept sending notes. I wondered if she even opened the packages or just collected them like trophies. Then last Thursday, I was working from my front window when a Sephora delivery arrived like clockwork. Diane appeared 20 minutes later. This time, instead of taking it home, she sat on my porch swing and opened it right there. I watched through the blinds as she pulled out my note paired package number 17 Piern, and her head snapped up, eyes searching the windows of my house. I stepped into full view and raised my coffee mug in a little toast. The color drained from her face. She dropped the box and hurried across the street, disappearing into her perfect house with its perfect lawn. That evening, a woman I'd never seen before knocked on my door. She introduced herself as Diane's daughter, Emily. My mom has a problem, she said quietly. She's been in therapy for kleptomania for years. She was doing well until my dad died last year. She handed me a check. This is for everything she took. I've been going through her house and found a lot of unopened packages. I am so sorry. I looked at the check, parent $2,300 parent, and then at Emily's exhausted face. The money's not the point, I said. I just wanted her to stop. Emily nodded. She's checking into a residential treatment program tomorrow. Your notes, they actually helped. She finally admitted what was happening. I felt a complicated mix of satisfaction and guilt. I didn't know about your dad. No one does. Mom keeps up appearances. Perfect house, perfect clothes, perfect life. Emily's voice cracked. Meanwhile, she's been falling apart. The next morning, I watched Diane load a suitcase into her daughter's car before getting in. She looked across the street at my house, then slowly walked over. I met her at the door. I don't expect forgiveness, she said, not quite meeting my eyes. But I am sorry. She looked different, parter smaller somehow, without her carefully applied makeup and coordinated outfit. Just a woman in her 60s with shaking hands and smudged mascara. 23, actually? She finally looked up. I took some before you got the camera despite everything. I laughed. She almost smiled. When you come back, I said, maybe we could have coffee sometime. She looked startled. Why would you want that? I thought about my own carefully constructed post-divorce life, how I'd been living here for a year without making a single friend, how appearances rarely tell the whole story, because everyone deserves a second chance, I said. And I make really good coffee. 2 months later, Diane returned. The day she came home, she left a package on my doorstep, a proper one, with a gift inside. A coffee mug that read, "Good neighbors know when to watch out for each other. We have coffee every Thursday now." She's still in therapy, and sometimes she tells me about her urges to take things that aren't hers. I tell her about my messy divorce and the anxiety I hide behind my own perfect-looking life. Turns out, most people are stealing something from themselves. Pure time, joy, honesty, connection. Sometimes it takes a strange friendship to realize what you've been missing. And yes, I still use my Ring camera. Old habits die hard, parent, for both of us.